Arab on Radar. This hurts my ears. I will not claim to understand it. I will not begin to accept it. Maybe I'm just too lowbrow and narrow-minded. Remember Devo? Devo was fun. I understood Devo. Arab on Radar is a little like Devo, but infinitely more so. More strange, more repetitive, more pretentious, more noisy, more distorted. More unlikely to require an entire bottle of aspirin for each listening. But unlike Devo, Arab on Radar is less fun, less pop, less humorous, less accessible, and definitely less likely to succeed in any tangible way. The vocals are distorted and usually consist of a few lyrics repeated as if to make a point. The music is a repetition of abrasive sounds that ends up sounding like an air raid siren at the wrong speed, with a lot of other stuff thrown in to make it sound more confused. Assuming Arab on Radar has something important to say, I doubt if anyone would consider it important enough to suffer through listening to it. Alyssa Dennis.
Well, that's what I think of that interview. I say burn it.
Burn, baby, burn. We're gonna get in trouble for this.
My name is Mr. Type A. I play guitar.
I call myself Mr. CD, clinical depression, and I play guitar. One of the guitars, 6-string guitar.
Compulsive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder. I play the drums.
Mr. Potty Mouth, I do all the dancing and singing.
Dressing room at the Mercury Lounge, the bathroom and the dressing room here where we are. It's one of the first stops along the Potty Mouth campaign trail, sending positive messages in bathrooms around the United States of America.
First time I saw Arab on Radar, I was in this bar, like 3 blocks down from here, maybe about 7 blocks down from here. They were all dressed in these really, really awful leisure suits. Kind of thought they were jokers. Wrote them off before they played. And played a nice little 6-song set, and I thought it was like one of the best things I'd seen probably in about a year.
I'd like to just make a point again about Arab on Radar has always kind of like excelled at just like the packaging, and I think like the original tape is an excellent example just in terms of like generally speaking the packaging is quality, high quality.
A lot of people didn't really get it because where they were coming from musically was so alien.
These guys fucking rock. They're really good.
Must pay dues to get a lick.
Now that I've improved the firm.
I just found a box of all this crazy stuff, like all these original lyrics. Like when I first attempted to write the lyrics, like I would sit with the headphones and like kind of write whatever came out, and it's all white out. Can you believe white out? It was fucking white out. It would be like a line and then white out, and then XXXX white out, and then from there, like all the songs grew. But I remember the other night looking it over, just cracking up like, I use fucking whiteout. Now I have a laptop and I'm
Exactly.
That is like, think about Rough Day at the Orchestra was recorded with her. We did those songs, but like, once the record came out, I mean, she was done. I mean, she was gone. It was like, it was before the record was even out, so.
Oh man, what happened to Andrea?
There it goes. There it is.
Airborne Radar was so in everybody's face, and I thought they were pretty surprisingly professional, in spite of the fact that they came off as so unprofessional and so raw. A lot of people just really didn't jive on that. Like a lot of people just really want technique and precision. And Airborne Radar just never delivered on that end. Like as far as like, what am I talking about here?
Continuing on to Oakland. If you're in possession of a blue-colored boarding card, please report to gate 27.
But honestly, one of the biggest reasons that I wanted to be in a band was to travel. Because I think we all come from very low income, moderate income families, and all the places that we've seen, we would have never seen without being playing music.
And that was 48 states, right? Didn't we go to 40 or 47?
We've been through in like every country in Europe. I mean, it's pretty an amazing feat. Like when you look back on your life and you're like, considering there were people that haven't even left their own state, but we're fucking degenerate, low white trash, fucking assholes. We're gonna see the world, and we went out and did it, and that was pretty fucking cool, man.
This is why we're not allowed out of the country. We're so smart. Oh, let's go to England. And we went to Dover and we went to the thing and the guy dropped us off and like, take the van on the ferry. Pretend and we're like all these 4 guys all dressed like fucking guys in bands. Trying to sneak in. Yeah. And I remember John it was the total opposite. He was just like, top of the morning to you, like this offensive to British customs, like top of the morning to you, like it wasn't even British. And the guy was like totally was just like fucking open the gates for him, and then we're just like, hey, and we got like you over here, you over here, and they tore us up.
Nah, she's not smart. Are you kidding? Well, the second time she got pregnant, she told me how to get married again,
was in October. We could have gone to Munich and drank steins of beer and had an awesome time. I was like, it was a choice between Oktoberfest or going to Dachau fucking concentration camp in the rain. First of all, we drove to Dachau, the only day we could get off, and there was torrential downpours. So we walked around Dachau, the most depressing place on planet Earth, while it was pouring rain. We were just like, must see this, must see. No, but it was like, remember we parked the van, and then you had to like, get on like a bus or something. We got on a bus and we took a train, and then we took a train somewhere else, like thinking, wait, is this Dachau? Is this
Dachau's really depressing.
Yeah, and then we kind of get off the train and we're like, where the fuck is Dachau? And then finally we asked them and they're like, you were just at Dachau. Who's gonna step up? You.
We are outside of Dresden in some county motel. Just kidding.
They'd put out like all this luxurious brie and bread and stuff, and we just like grab a whole loaf and like cut it in half and like jam all this brie in that, eat a grinder and shit. Like so inappropriate. That was so like culturally wrong to do that. We were scheduled to play but it was the same night that the Olympics were on. And Slovenia's never won anything in the Olympics, but this was the male rowing team was actually gonna win. So like all these people were gathered around this like little black and white TV, like 150 people just watching, and like total patriotism and total nationalism. And then we played we had to postpone when we were playing until it was over. And then we basically played, and then they were like, all right, play again. And we played our same set again that night.
The thing about the touring too is like you go to all these places you never go in your life, and you can never stop and fucking see anything. The Waco was the first time, and you were like, you stuck to your guns, man. I remember that too. We were all like, oh, we gotta sleep, we gotta do this, and you're like, come on, man, Waco, Waco. I'm like, Waco, like. And then it was like, geez, man, like, I'm so glad you fucking talked us into that.
I think I did. Well, the first time I ever saw him, he was riding away in a sheriff's car. He's sitting behind the deputies. And I'm looking at him and thinking, who is this long-haired hippie, right? And I find out this is David Koresh. He had just shot George Roden, just wounded George. And that formed my opinion right there.
It was just fucking Harley, like, no, you figure someone would even want to have it. I remember I found out I had a bullet casing, there was bullet casings. There was the FBI, like, there was like the hazmat suits, the face masks, like, that was what was fucking so crazy about it. I mean,
is there footage of that crazy woman?
Yeah, I have all the footage of that woman.
Was fucking beautiful. Here's a picture of David Koresh.
People followed us.
These wow. This is the shit. I actually fucking still have this shit.
The bullets?
Nice, man.
Oh,
nice. I don't know what this is. A brick piece of hash.
Smoke it. Oh, look at that, man. Like, this should be evidence, man.
This is some kind of like plastic explosive shit.
About pussy right there. It's written all over his face right there. He's thinking about pussy. And this guy right here is thinking about the same thing. You know what I'm saying? He's thinking about, ooh, let's see. Look at that smile on his face, right? And then there's this guy right here. He's thinking about a big old fat long cock. Woo! I want to put a cock in my asshole. Let me tell you about it. And this guy's thinking, those fucking assholes are way too fucking stoned to drive. I gotta fucking drive it on the road. I'm gonna be really pissed about this. I'm gonna step in that yellow portion patty hole over here. This is what they call bidet.
Yeah, I know where it's wet. Right between my cheeks.
Fuck me!
That's what it's saying.
Fuck me! Fuck me!
My pussy's wet.
You know what this trip is like?
Remember that we showed up for the show. We thought we were so late, like 10:30. We show up to like the Red Roof Inn or whatever it was called. And we're
Dixie
like,
Tavern.
Dixie Tavern,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah.
And we're like, where is everybody? What the fuck? Finally, at like 11 o'clock, this crazy girl walks in, tripping her face up. Oh, the show won't start till like 12:30. Like, what?
Exactly.
Then like, we were like, the Rainbow Fanny Pack shows up in a flatbed truck, jump out, there's like 8 guitars, play the show. Then we played, the show ended at 4 in the morning. So and she's like, okay, we're gonna settle up now. I'm gonna pay you in electric Triscuits because the show didn't do so well. We're like, electric, what? What? Yeah, they're Triscuits dipped in acid. We can't pay you in money. So we had to take acid for like the show, so we couldn't get paid. Then it was so, then we partied at the guy's house. It was so fucking hot. Then remember we went out and slept on the van's roof? The van's roof. Finally get to sleep, and all of a sudden we had this loud, crazy bang. And it's the girl who booked the show, tripping her face up. She drives off the road, smashing into something. And she's like screaming hysterically. She's like, I gotta go to court! I gotta go to court! Tripping her fucking face off.
Remember we'd play a show, you'd rock the stage, and then you had nowhere to stay and you'd sleep on the stage. Remember how many times we slept on the stage? I remember Ypsilanti, we slept on the stage in Ypsilanti, and it was like, you know, play the show, rock the show, you guys, you know, like, wow, holy shit, this band, you know, you're like delivering your art and this and that. And then you sleep on the stage and then like, shit's going on. And before I knew it, I look up and Jeff is sitting in a chair and someone is sculpting a bust of his head for like 7, at the club we played at, and already did our thing, for like 7 hours until sunup. She's sculpting it, and by the end of it, it was Jeff's head perfectly. We gotta find that.
I want that. I want a picture of that.
It was
like
ghost or
It was perfect.
It
was perfect. That really happened. It looked like motherfucking you.
It was you.
I
mean, I remember walking in the bathroom and there was puke. Not on the floor. There was like an inch on the floor, but there was puke off of the walls, like dripping down the walls, and the urinal was like somebody just bazooka barfed all over the whole. And I remember just walking in and be like, "This is like out of a horror movie." So cute.
Move your asses, you motherfuckers!
Jack me up! Jack me up!
Sex in the sun. Sex in the sun. Oh yeah. Sex in the sun. Sex in
That cat ended up having like a having like a drug like fucking night of drugs. Like I remember the next morning I woke up and it like drank all the fucking tea and like ate the tea bag and shit. Like I remember trying to get my tea from it and it went like fucking. And I remember being all like, "This fucking cat's gonna kill me."
they like put that thing out. It climbed up the chimney of the house and this cat smashed the window out of the bathroom window.
Yeah.
Came back in and came down and went right after me, man.
So the time we were in, I think it was Minnesota or somewhere, we're like, oh, this is kind of a pretty campground. It's not great, it's not bad. And then we looked and there was a ditch in the back, and me and Eric went. Eric fell in the ditch. I remember it was dusk.
God.
Is that dusk when the sun's going down?
God,
and it's not. It wasn't dark. It wasn't light. Eric got up, and man, you were phosphorescent. Like it was phosphorescent. Remember that?
Because that was basically right across the river was like a sewage treatment plant where they were floating fucking shit down the river.
But it was weird because it was kind of hidden until I fell in.
Yeah, it looked pretty until you saw
it was really hot and we wanted to go in the water. And then I
late
slipped
for
and fell
logs.
down and I woke up. Honestly though, what was it? Like, within like half an hour I was deathly ill.
Yeah, you
so
were sick
bad.
for like 3 days, man.
Yeah.
Actually, that was when we ended up canceling like a show too. Didn't we like go to Madison? Or
we had to cancel. That was
we had to cancel a show. It was like one of the only times we had to do that. And you were like, I'm fucked.
And then we were like, we got
It seemed like it was kind of cool. It was the first time all these bands did it together. Every few cities, there'd be remember the rotating bands like Wolf? What was it? Wolf Eyes, Blood Brothers, all the fucking like rotating. It was just cool because it was like this tour. I would go to different cities, but then it'd be different bills. Together and made the whole thing like this like concrete thing. It was like a real, you know, like
put it in a package.
And then everybody else
standing.
And then everybody else went off and made their careers, and we broke up. I feel like you're in competition, but then you realize you're all doing the same fucking thing, and then you realize by everybody like doing it together, it elevates the whole thing. You know?
Tensions would run high once in a while. Steve would really get fucking upset for no reason. You know, Eric would argue about things. I don't know. Jeff would just sort of morose about the whole deal and just be like, whatever, fuck all of this. Craig was a little bit on his mind as well. This was also like long before, or actually long after. Hey. This is long after Andrea was out of the band, so nothing to do with her. Things were going really good for you guys. I mean, we were touring around places in Europe, and people were losing their fucking minds. Like, it was crazy. There were girls, like, screaming and just going crazy at these shows, like you were the goddamn Beatles. They were buying me drinks, like I was somebody important, like, and I was just the fucking t-shirt guy. It's all right. You know, I just really liked you guys playing together on stage and that sort of chemistry. And after all that, there was sort of like a couple week hiatus, and then I know you guys did that tour with the Locust, the Lightning Bolt, that whole thing that was put together by Brian Peterson. And after that, there was this news that you guys broke up, and it was just like, it was just done. And it was this little thing where it was like, John, I want to break it to you, but it's over. And I was seriously about to cry.
And I really feel like our artistic statement was bookended in a very interesting way. Like, we crawled out of the gutter, played this righteous shit, made it to a pinnacle where we basically own the shit, you know what I mean? And total confidence. You can actually make something out of nothing. Because we had shit. And then we somehow whipped up this fucking fury, and I'm completely happy with stopping when we did rather than continuing